Call to order now. That's what I call Christmas. The signature collection for $19.98 plus $4.95 shipping and handling. And receive your velvet gift bag free with paid order. Rush delivery available. Call now.
Peace when the day is done. Welcome back to Filter. I'm Diane Mizota, counting down the biggest time suck ever. The rankings for filter shows come directly from the responses you post on the G4 website. To make your vote count, log on to g4tv.com/filter and select the filter rater. Then choose a category, vote on a scale of 1 to 10, and we'll take care of the rest. While you're there, be sure to post your suggestions for topics and games you'd like to see covered in future episodes. At number 7, we have a military pleaser by the name of Battlefield 1942. It's a super fun World War II combat affair that allows you to duke it out ad infinitum. So while you may win the battle, you won't ever win the war.
Okay, Battlefield 1942 is hugely addictive.
Definitely a game that can suck you in because it's so simple to play. You're playing the Allies and you capture the flags, you beat the Axis forces back. That can keep you playing and playing and playing for a long time.
Combat, over and over again. You die, you spawn, you come back, you fight, repeat ad infinitum.
And if all you want to do is like drive a tank, you can just drive tanks, or you can just drive a truck. You can just, I just feel like driving around. I don't feel like killing anybody today, so I'm just gonna drive this truck. You can just do that kind of stuff.
Battlefield 1942, it's a great time suck because it provides, again, a community. It's unique. Combat's addictive.
That's what the battlefield looked like in 1942, but 45 years later it took on a different shape. Geometric shapes, to be exact. The first game to ever really acquire time suck status, Tetris, permeated just about every avenue of society possible, turning people who had never even heard of video games into play-hungry junkies. When it came to Tetris, people kept coming back for more. A, because it was simple to grasp, and B, because you just knew that you could do better than your last score. Score a 6 for the Russian-built Mac Daddy.
Everybody in the world has lost time to Tetris. There's just something about those blocks and the music that just, it melts the hours away. It's a communist plot, I tell you.
Still probably the best puzzle game, and it's the most addictive game because there's no real ending. You just have to get higher scores, and you can play it on any system that's ever been created, so you can't get away from it.
Tetris takes a lot of time because it's one of those games that's easy to learn but difficult to master.
I used to have Tetris thumbs. My thumbs would literally swell up. They were just in pain. I couldn't, it would actually prevent me from typing well. And I would walk along and see patterns of Tetris. It's like, okay, I can move that down here, move that over there.
One of those games that makes you dream about it. That's a sign of a game that really sucks you in when you stay awake at night thinking about how to put the blocks together. Like if that one would fit there,
Everyone can relate to losing a loved one at the hands of Tetris. So, in an effort to help heal some deep wounds, we thought we'd let a few people share some tales of woe. Here are some stories from those who have lost loved ones to video games.
I had a good friend a long time ago, back in the early 90s, whose girlfriend was playing an MMO and wound up meeting a guy and moving to like Nova Scotia or something. So that was a big problem. Not cool. MMOs are a bad influence. EverQuest is the one that is the most common story. There's actually a union formed of wives who have lost their husbands to EverQuest.
They're like, why you playing again? Why don't you kick it with me? Why don't you stay with me? Like, I'm playing. I'm in the zone or something, you know?
We've lost co-workers to these where they were reviewing the game. No. The review was done months ago, but still hours and hours and hours.
I've shown up for work late a few times. I mean, waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning to play the game for a couple of hours, you know, and I know I'm supposed to be at work at 8, and I'm leaving the house at 8 because I'm like, okay, one more game. All right, one more race.
My brother actually was able to find a girlfriend who played the games with him, believe it or not, so.
Games, man. Addicting.
Tragic indeed. But what can you say? Life goes on. And for fans of the game at number 5, it goes on while logged into the World Wide Web. StarCraft is an unquenchable fix for cerebral gamers looking to duke it out in the ultimate real-time strategy battle, either alone or with friends. And despite countless imitations, nothing since has come close.
StarCraft is one of those games where it seems like you can never, ever learn everything in the game. So you're forced to keep playing it to keep learning more strategies and more stuff.
The reason why you stay there so long is because, like, you see new things, there's a lot more people coming. Because, like, things pop up. Like, you just don't know, oh, like, there's this guy right here. Well, you keep on playing to see if there's more guys like that or different types of characters and everything. So that's time-consuming.
Just the real-time strategy element alone demands a certain amount of time. The cycle can be endless at some time.
Start resource gathering, and that takes time. You build up your troops and you build up your home base, and that could take tons of time. You could be doing that for hours. Look up the clock and it's 4 o'clock in the morning.
Because it's online, it's sort of never ending, and it's very, very, very time consuming.
Have you ever wished that you could have been a politician? Well, our next game lets you do just that. The SimCity games puts you in the role of mayor and lets you build your city to your heart's content. The beauty of these games is that they let you run the joint the way you want to run it, and who can get enough of that? The SimCity series finishes our countdown in 4th place.
SimCity is a classic time-killing game, and there's always room to just put one more residential district, you know, or build one more rail line. It's always one more.
Whenever you get to a certain point and you want to quit and you want to put it down, then something really cool happens. And you're like, oh, now I got to stay up for another 2 hours and play this game.
It's just one long continuous stream. It never, like, stops. There's no point where you think, oh, okay, now's a good time to quit. It's a time-sucking game because to try to build up your city, I guess you have to start at nothing.
It takes tons of different elements to run a city. You know, you got traffic, weather, infrastructure, things like that, and that concept alone could just take tons of time.
SimCity closed down my office in England, actually, for a full week. I could see monitors, all with cities in different stages.
SimCity might provide endless fun, but you don't always need to bust hours on end to get that kind of satisfaction from a game. When we get back from the break, we'll look at your picks for some sweet, quick fixes. Plus, we'll keep counting down on our way to the biggest time suck ever. Would you rather be the man of the house or a man of the people? Stick around and find out what the hell I'm talking about when Filter returns.
Women love perfectly groomed men, but grooming certain areas can be a problem. Razor blades can cut you, and scissors can poke you. Now there's MicroTouch, designed to go where razors and scissors shouldn't go. For safe, precise grooming that gets as close as a blade, yet is safe to the touch. The sleek design gives you perfect control, so you can keep the back of your neck barbershop perfect by yourself. Remove unsightly ear hair with just a touch. Embarrassing nose hair, gone like that. Sideburns straight and even, mustaches and beards neat and clean. Got bushy eyebrows? Just snap on the guide and perfectly groom them in seconds. Look at the difference. MicroTouch grooms from head to toe and anywhere in between. Shoulders, arms, chest, or back. Powerful enough for the tough stuff, yet gentle even on the most sensitive skin. The secret? Our precision cutting system that cuts hair but doesn't cut skin. It gets as close as a blade, yet is safe to the touch. Guaranteed. The Snap-on Guide lets you control just how much hair is removed. Remove a little, a lot, or remove it all and show off that hard body. What a great way for women to keep the men in their life perfectly groomed, or for moms who want to keep their kids looking neat and clean between haircuts. MicroTouch replaces expensive trimmers like these and goes places they can't with micro precision. A $40 value for only $14.99. So avoid those risky razor cuts, put down the pointy scissors, and go with MicroTouch, the safe, precise solution for everyday grooming. Call now and you'll also get our 10-piece precision grooming kit. It includes every grooming tool you need to always look your best. A $40 value, yours absolutely free. You get it all. The MicroTouch Precision Groomer and this beautiful 10-piece grooming kit, an incredible $80 value for only $14.99. But you have to call now. Here's how to order.
To order your MicroTouch, call 1-800-314-2929 or send a check or money order to the address listed. So call 1-800-314-2929.
I'm ready to go. You will have 2 mission objectives. First, you're to rescue DARPA Chief Donald Anderson and the President of Armstech, Kenneth Baker. Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to make a nuclear strike.
I've been waiting for this day.
Welcome back to Filter. I'm Diane Mizota. We're down to the last 3 spots on our countdown of the biggest time suck ever. But before we wrap up, let's catch up. Here's a quick recap of the games we've seen so far. A foot stomping party kicks off the countdown as Dance Dance Revolution grabs the 10 spot. How can you stop when you gotta catch them all, right? The Pokemon series comes in 9th. EverQuest has more juice in the tank than that fuzzy pink bunny. The quest comes in 8th place. No other game will make you want to drop bombs like Battlefield 1942. The war game grabs the 7th spot. The OT, or Original Time Suck, for those of you in the know, comes in 6th place. StarCraft drops a 5er on those who just can't say no. And erecting cities takes a lot of time, as the SimCity series winds up in 4th. But erecting autos and then putting them to the test winds up a notch higher in your books. Not only is Gran Turismo 3 A-Spec one of the most realistic racing games ever, it is totally and completely addictive. Players go through tests in order to get licenses, in order to compete in races, in order to win money ad nausea. You get the point. You can play this one forever. The real driving sim comes in 3rd place.
It's sort of like a car RPG. Whichever game you play, it either has 150 or 250 or 500 cars in it that you want to collect. So you're constantly going about winning these races, earning money, buying new cars.
You're trying to get your licenses, you're trying to perfect all the different moves, you're trying to earn money in competition and build up your cars.
There's always one more tournament, or a tournament that you have to earn another car in order to participate in, so you have to go back and do other races to get that car so that you can go back and play those races so that you can unlock the part, so that you can get another car, so that you can get more money to get into the other tournament and so on. It just never ends.
It's really easy to win one race and to get a certain amount of money, but it takes a long time to actually win lots and lots of races.
When I played that game, it took me like around 7 hours just to be satisfied for the day. You know what I mean? So I was sitting there with a pizza, just playing, and that's it.
I could spend all day on it, all day, all night. I mean, the only reason I don't is sometimes I'm worried that my PS2 is going to get too hot and blow up on me.
You can't tinker forever if a game doesn't let you. That's why you should check out these titles if you're looking for a quick fix.
What games do I play for a quick fix? I play Ratchet & Clank, Jak and Daxter. I play Kelly Slater's Pro Surfer.
My personal quick fix game is actually Magic Online. I can quickly open up a game, jump in, play somebody, no more than sort of 10-15 minutes, and then just minimize. I don't have to log out of anything, and I can just keep it there. And it's a really, really handy go-to game.
Quake, Medal of Honor.
Quick fix will be my old standbys. Driver, the original, just because I've got it saved, so I'm on down to the last true race. I win it, I'm good. And it usually takes about 15 minutes. I get my fix and I'm gone.
I play Tony Hawk's, any one of the Tony Hawk games.
My favorite quick fix game after all these years is still Bushido Blade for the PlayStation. There's nothing like going through Slash mode, taking out the 100 ninjas that they throw at you in a row to burn off, steam from a bad day.
Deus Ex, Grand Theft Auto.
Tiger Woods PGA Golf is just a real quick go and play a hole, play 2 holes, play 5 holes, whatever. It's great.
Gungrave.
The games I play for a quick fix are the old school shooters. I just can't get enough of those and complete them within like an hour or 2.
Oh gosh, there's a whole lot. A lot of quick fixes in my life.
Hey, sometimes you gotta settle for a quickie. Not here, however. We're all about delayed gratification. So now that all the formalities are out of the way, it's time to pick a winner. Of all the games out there, nothing has chewed up the hours in your day like The Sims and Civilization series. The games have plenty in common in that they both allow you to toy with humanity. In The Sims, it's all about creating people in yours or anyone else's image, while in Civilization, as you might have guessed from the title, your job is to manage entire civilizations of people. It's micro versus macro, and it's about to get aggro as we strap in and get ready for yet another glorious Filter face-off.
In the Filter face-off, I'm going to have to go with The Sims.
Sort of a casual game that allows you to configure and customize everything. So you're never really done. Plus, the characters are really funny, and they have weird artificial behavior, and you can kind of make them do horrible things to one another.
See how you can, impress the neighbor's wife, or you could then just, build walls around them and let them die, which is always fun too.
I think I'd go with the sim games because they let you actually build and create something, whereas Civilization, you just the world is already laid out and you take steps to conquer it.
The Sims is one of those games that is so annoying because while you're worrying about your sim going to the bathroom, you actually have to go to the bathroom. Like, you get so sucked up in the Sims that you forget about your life.
As time-sucking as The Sims can be, nothing compares to Civilization. It's literally a 5,000 or so year game. You start off in the Bronze Age, you end up in the Space Age. That's a lot of time to kill.
I'm going to say Civilization, because you just get to building and building your empire with a perceivable goal. You'll get to a certain point with Civilization. You just can't give up, because you've invested so much.
Boy, oh boy.
I choose Civilization. It's just such an original and great concept, and I appreciate the trend that it set.
Civilization, it's just you and the game and all its special quality time together.
So, which did you go with, Sim or Civ? The polls are closed, your votes are counted, and your choice for the biggest time suck ever is the Civilization series. It's good to be the king. Well, that wraps up this episode of Filter. Remember, the opinions expressed on this show are yours, not mine. So, make your vote count on future episodes by logging onto the Filter show page at G4tv.com/filter. Until then, I'm Diane Mizota, and I'll see you next time.
Action.
I swear. That's it. That's it, dude.
So, in an effort to help heal some deep wounds, we thought we'd let a few people
Andrew, you're laughing in the corner.
So Stanislavski, how should I come to life here? That I wake up back that.
You don't really want to wake up. No.
See, it happens.